We're rolling. Alright, so introduce yourself.
Oh, I'm Nathan, the fat one from Centre Mid. Joined Sanderstead about 3 years ago, roughly.
I think it was 4 years ago now, actually.
No, I think this was my third season.
Because you had 2 seasons with Gary, did you?
I
I think you had 2 seasons with Gary and 2 seasons with me, so it must be 4 seasons.
No, I've had 1 season with Gary.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, well.
So I joined the same time Steve did.
Ah, yeah. Okay, fair
So
enough.
I think, this was my third season.
Alright. So, who have you played for before? Like before?
I was playing for Catering Pumas in the Red Hill League since youth football, so under 7s.
Oh, right, you were there for ages.
Yeah, I was there pretty much till I left. Well, they folded, and then...
They've started up again now, don't they?
Yeah, no, it's not though. It's basically when we was a Catering Pumas team, there was a Catering's Legends team, I think it was.
Yeah.
And they were just like players that hadn't got anywhere near a good footballing team and just sort of drifted into a thingy. And then I think they took the Catering Pumas name and they've been getting better.
Oh, right, fair enough.
When they folded, but...
Yeah. Alright, so what is your opinions on Sanderstead?
He's alright, to be fair. It's a nice, friendly club.
What about Gary? What do you think about Gary?
Where do we start? No, he's a good laugh, to be fair. His heart's in the right place, but sometimes his decisions aren't. But it's the same with anyone that's talking about football, really, though, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a game of opinions, isn't it?
Unless they don't agree with you, they're wrong. So
True.
That's what everyone says, though, isn't it? It's the truth.
Well, yeah, no, it is true. It is true. So what do you think that we can do better as a club moving forward?
I mean, the only thing you can kind of do is get better players in. I think you've got the structure there to progress. Like, you think since I've been there, they've made a third team and a reserves.
Yeah.
The club's not close to breaking up or anything like that. Do you know what I mean?
No.
So the only way you can improve is by getting better players in and competing at the top of the league.
Yeah, which we'll get into that in a minute. So your opinions on this season, like how we've been this season.
Or in the Prem?
Yeah, obviously our first season in the Prem, after having a pretty good season last season and missing out for whatever reason.
Well, I personally think, I said to you, I think, before the season, but I don't think our team was good enough to go into the Prem.
Yeah.
And our league position kind of proves that a bit. But I think over the season, slowly getting on, I don't think we've been absolutely, battered by anyone. And, the first game was 6-0 by Battersea Ironsides.
Yeah.
I think that was a bit of a wake-up call.
Yeah.
And then since then, I think we've only lost one game.
I think
badly, and that was
Spartans are the
Spartans.
Yeah.
Like the 5-2 one. Even the Saha one where we lost 4-2?
Yeah.
3-1?
4-2.
It was... I know they were going to say, we easily won the game, but they... It was a tight game. We were in it until the 85th minute or 80th minute or whatever, until they scored that 4th goal.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I do think that we've been in a lot of tight games.
That's been our thing all season. We've not really... It'll be the odd mistake that's cost us.
Yeah.
At crucial times as well. It's not like we're 3-1 up and we make a mistake. It'll be at 0-0 or 1-1 or something like that where we'll make a mistake.
Yeah. No, I definitely feel that we have to outscore well, obviously you have to outscore the opponent, but
that's how football works, mate.
I know, but we have to score two goals a game at least.
Yeah, I find in some games as well, we don't wake up until we've conceded.
Yeah.
And then we start kicking in and battling and stuff like that.
Well, do you remember last season when we literally the whole first half we were the worst team in any?
Oh, we'd
league
get
in
battered
Croydon.
first half, and then second half we'd be a completely different team.
Yeah, we'd come out and win like 4-0 or something.
It was like when we played Santos.
Yeah.
I think we were 3-0 down or 3-1 down.
Yeah, half time, wasn't it?
And then second half, absolutely battered them.
Yeah, I think we won that 4-3, didn't we? But then the same thing can be said, like the return fixture against Santos, we were 3-0 up, and then I think we ended up losing 5-4.
I think we were 4-1 up.
Well, either way, like...
Or 3-1 and then got it back to... Yeah, but either way, we lost by having a good goal, good lead.
Yeah, I mean, those Santos games, I think we've just got their number, to be honest.
I don't know, Santos are a weird team. Like, don't get me wrong, they've got a few good players.
Yeah.
But they're just such a good, well-organised unit as a whole.
I think because they're all friends, they all train together every single week. Like, I think that's what works for them. So it's fair play to them.
I think they deserve... Like, it's funny when you see all these teams on Twitter and stuff saying, "Oh, we should have won the league. We're the best team." Blah blah blah. But Santos don't get mentioned in anything.
No.
Like, even these 1-11s, none of their players are anywhere near them.
No.
Yet they're sitting comfortably at the top of the league.
I know. I mean, I don't know. It's hard though, because I do think at the same time, I don't think maybe someone like Chris Jello or I can't remember the other, Ashley Snadden, like maybe they could get in the team. Like Cole Parker, I think. But apart from that, they're not really like any standout players. They just all work hard for each other.
No, but they're a good solid 11.
Yeah,
do you know what I mean? There's not.
But that's why I don't think they could be in a 1-11, like any of their players would be in a 1-11 team.
Yeah, it's funny. I think every team in the Croydon League are all strong going. Their front forward line, like Santos, you just said there.
Yeah,
that's their front three.
Yeah.
I think every team in the Croydon League have a fairly good attack, if not great attack. It's just the sort of back line that every team in the league sort of
I mean, you can even say that about like Selsdon. I know they didn't have that Tony guy play when we played him, but he's meant to be good. Kieran, when he plays striker's decent. JFC, I can't remember who's JFC striker. I don't know. Oh, the bald fella. I don't know.
Great, to be fair.
JFC are a strange team. I don't really know how we ended up losing. Well, actually, I do.
We're useless.
Yeah.
But then JFC, I think they've got one of the best centre-backs in the league in that Jacob.
Yeah, and one of the best keepers.
But because they're in the position they're in, bottom of the league in that, they just, obviously, goalkeepers get recognised because there's only 11 of them, do you know what I mean?
Yeah. I remember because I was speaking to that Dan in the managers group, their manager, and he was saying that they're not even bothered about it anymore. They were just down to try and upset other people's season.
Well, that's the thing, though. I think they was in a position where if they go, they're pretty much probably going to go down.
Yeah. So
why not just play and have a laugh instead of getting all mopey and dropey about it?
Well, they done it against Saha, didn't they? They ended up getting a 1-1 or a 0-0, I think.
But no, they celebrated.
Yeah, I hope they celebrated as well. But no, and that kind of ruined Saha's season. The
thing is, though, Saha, because if the season was still go on, I think I see that Tiga on Twitter say they've got to play all the teams above them.
Yeah.
So obviously they've still got a chance, but they've got to play all the teams above them.
I don't know. I don't think that Saha would have won the league, but
it's tough. It depends what team they had.
And I don't think Santos would have won the league either.
No. Well, I was looking at that Santos' fixtures and their results. Most of the teams they've played were the bottom half of the teams.
Yeah.
So I think they still had to play Spartans twice, but they'd have probably lost both of them. I think they still had to play Saha again.
I think they got Saha once.
I think they had to play Croydon FC again, and they'd already lost to Croydon.
Yeah.
So it's tough, but they've got the points on the board, didn't they? So
yeah, I mean, I think Croydon would have won the league.
Do you reckon?
Yeah, I think so. Maybe even Battersea. You can't rule out Battersea, I suppose. Although they did look like they
Battersea
sort of,
dipped, I think.
Yeah.
I think they started the season really strong and then they just sort of fell off.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong, they're still getting the points in that, but they were probably drawing and losing games they shouldn't be.
But the thing with Battersea is, did you see that they played most of their games at home? So all of these teams have travelled all the way to Battersea with probably half a team that they used to lose, and then when they play them away, like when Battersea play away, then they're actually getting a good game against them.
Yeah, I watched that the Spartans Battersea game. I think it was in the Cup.
Oh yeah, Spartans battered them.
And that Battersea team looked absolutely nothing like the team we played first game of the season.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah.
But
I don't know.
Sunday League football, innit?
So, I know the last sort of 2 seasons you've been contemplating it, but what is your aim for the next season? And are you moving on? Are you staying? Or
it's a tough one. I'm still sort of undecided, to be fair. I've been thinking for the last 2 seasons of just going and playing somewhere else, but
what's the reasoning behind it? Is it you just don't enjoy football? Is it you just feel like you want to change?
It's the constant playing centre mid. Yeah, you don't have really time to just. I don't know, if you're playing right back or something, you get like a 5-minute breather if it's all going down the other side. If that makes sense.
Yeah.
But when you're centre mid, it's sort of you're constantly moving.
Yeah, you are in the game all the time.
Most of our games when we're battling and stuff in the middle, and then we lose to a silly mistake, whether it be Connor or a defender.
Yeah.
And you lose that game 2-1 or 3-2 after battling for 90 minutes, it's just like, what's the point?
No, it does get hard. I know what you mean.
And it's been like that for a good 2 seasons, where it's been silly mistakes that have cost us and stuff like that. But
yeah,
I don't know.
What are your other options?
Well, it'll be Caterham Eagles from the Red Hill League, probably.
Is that so it's us or them, yeah?
Yeah, pretty much. I dual signed for them.
Yeah, I remember,
probably just before. Yeah, well, probably midway through this season.
Yeah.
So.
No, we'll have to see. But I mean, obviously we've recruited as well already, and we got some good players coming in. So I'm hoping that all these mistakes are going to stop. But we'll have to just see how that goes, really. What do you think about our new signings without revealing names?
Yeah, from the ones that I know, very, very good.
Yeah.
And well known as well. So.
Yeah,
but
I mean, hopefully when we announce the signings, people will sort of start taking us a little bit more seriously. But we got a lot of work to do anyway. We know that. So.
Thing is, though, in football, it all just matters about people clicking together.
Yeah, we didn't do that.
Because not being funny, you could have the best 11 players in the league and still get beat.
Yeah, definitely.
Because they don't work as a team.
No, you're right. Because the thing is last season we gelled quite well together. I
think though, last season, the league is such a big jump from the second division to the first, like the top league.
Oh yeah.
Like, I think even Saha, when they first joined, I think that after the first 5 or 6 games, they was absolutely battering everyone in that league.
Yeah.
Went up to the top league and sort of finished like mid-table, I think.
I think they finished 5th, 4th. Something like that.
Yeah, it's like mid-table in that top league. Yeah. I think there's like 10 teams.
Yeah.
So even if you look at that, it just shows what jump it is.
Yeah. I mean, but Saha should be winning the league, really. But
yeah, but I don't know if you can just discredit all the other teams.
No, I know, but if you look at the players that Saha actually have, they should be winning the league.
Yeah, but then you could say the same about that Spartans team. I know they're new to the league, but
I think next season Spartans will be pretty much winning the league, in my opinion.
Yeah. Well, I think both games we've played them, they could have probably scored about 30 goals.
Yeah. I mean, the first game that we played against them, we were 3-1 down.
Yeah.
And they had 2 or 3 opportunities before half time to go like.
Well, that's even when I think even when that guy got sent off and we got it back to sort of 3-3, or I think we got it back to 3-3 and then he got sent off. I don't know what way it went. Even in that second half at 4-3 to them, I think they had 2 or 3 chances probably what they should have scored.
Yeah, but then if you look at the goals that we conceded in that game, it was back to the same thing we were just talking about. We only conceded mistakes.
Well, yeah.
Well, a few of them were, yeah.
No, some of their goals were good, but then one of them was a cross.
Yeah. Well, it was windy that day, wasn't it? But
Connor saved the penalty, what was good. That's obviously probably should score penalties.
Yeah.
What was the other one where Jamie tried to cut it out and just completely missed it, and it went out to that.
Elge, yeah.
Yeah, him. What was the other one? Was a set piece, like a long ball into the box near the end.
Yeah, no, they were silly goals to concede. I mean, that is us all over, though, isn't it? So.
Oh yeah.
But well. Right, so obviously this season we started doing YouTube. What is your opinions on us doing YouTube, and what would you do differently?
I think crack on with it. I don't see any negatives for it. It's only positives at the end of the day, isn't it?
Yeah.
But yeah, it's just.
I mean, you guys quite like looking at the video. Like after the game, everyone's always on to me. Oh, let me get that goal.
I think it's more of a fact of you watch it and think, oh yeah, that was actually quite a decent pass, or oh, look at that mistake, and it brings more of a laugh about the game, if that makes sense.
Yeah. You get to analyse the game as well, like, because obviously when me and Bill used to live together in the flat, you used to come over and we used to chuck it on the television after the game and watch the game. Like.
It's a good watch. Like, when you watch the whole, obviously because you film the whole game, and you watched it, you can see, like, oh, you're probably well out of position there.
Yeah.
Like, do you know what I mean? And stuff like that. But yeah, no, I think it's only positives. Like, I don't think filming your games and sticking them on YouTube, you can't do any wrong. If you get a little following from it and that, you get a little following.
Yeah, definitely. What would you do differently, if anything?
I don't know, really. I've never really...
A little bit of before and afters or something like that?
Yeah, you could do like a little interview or something, or a little chat with you after the game or something like that, or... Just depends.
Yeah, maybe not me. I'm camera shy, so...
Alright then, Jake. He seems to be in the front of every video.
Oh, yeah, fucking hell. Yeah.
But yeah, just speak, like, if obviously someone's made a mistake or something, maybe not speak to him straight away, but like speak to him after, on the phone or something, and then just add a little clip in at the end or something. Yeah,
that might be an idea, actually. I've never thought about that.
Like these little podcasts, if you just get like a little minute or two interview after, not an interview, but like a little chat.
Yeah.
Just pop it in at the end and just be like, oh. But.
Alright, so last 3 questions just to round it off. Least favourite player at Sanderstead?
Are you still registered as a player?
Yeah. No, yeah, I am.
It's gotta be you then, mate. Nah, I'm joking. I don't know, I don't really have one.
It doesn't have to be like you hate them, just...
No, I generally just... I kind of think everyone's alright. Everyone sort of just turns up and gets on with it. Do you know what I mean? It's not...
Yeah, it's a hard question, that, to be fair.
I mean, if I was to pick anyone, it would probably be Billy's heading.
Oh, yeah, true. Well, but he doesn't header, that's the thing, so...
Or him trying to put his foot through like a ball, and he just... tries to like whiz it every time. Can't kick a ball straight.
No, that's true. Alright, favourite player.
So I'll go Billy.
Alright, favourite player.
That's another tough one. So I don't really like any of them. No. I'd probably say Chris Gates or Ben.
Yeah.
Yeah, just because they're good to play in the middle with and they both work hard.
Yeah, they do get through a lot of work, to be fair.
I would have said one of the newer guys, but they've only obviously been there a couple of weeks and that. Obviously, Josh has been there a bit longer, but...
Yeah. Alright. Most memorable moment for Sanderstead?
What, in the whole thing?
Yeah, over the last sort of like 3 years or whatever.
Probably my long-range hat-trick from...
That was last season.
Yeah, I think it was last season against Corinthians.
No, it's Casuals, Addiscombe Casuals.
That's the ones. But yeah, I think that one, it was like all goals from like 30 yards, weren't they? Something like that.
I'm pretty sure they were, yeah. Oh, no, it wasn't one of... Oh, no, I was going to say one of the 10.
No, they was all from about 20, 30 yards, and then you started filming about 3 weeks after it. Cheers, mate.
Yeah, no, I actually think I started filming the game after that.
Unbelievable.
No. Alright, well, that's all the questions done, so if you've got anything else you want to say it. If not, we'll wrap it up.
No, just wrap it up, and hopefully everyone stays safe, and we'll get back to football soon.
Right, nice one.